Hello friends, welcome to this brand new video today, and in this video I'll be talking about a tool which has created a marketing revolution in the online space. In fact, you may have heard about it within the Facebook ad manager. There is a tool called lookalike audience. So lookalike audience is a feature which most of the businesses use while running their ads, and that gives enormous amount of result, an accurate result most of the time. So before going ahead and showing you like how to create a lookalike audience within the Facebook platform, let me explain you like what exactly a lookalike audience is. Well, suppose say if I have 500 paid customer list with me, then what I do is that I go ahead and ask Facebook to create an audience of the similar attributes that these 500 customer that I have. So Facebook will go and find out those people who have the similar characteristics, similar attributes, what these 500 customers that I have. So this is what lookalike audience is in a nutshell. But there are two things that you have to take care, or you have to keep in mind, is that when you create a lookalike audience, you have to make sure that you give a good amount of data to Facebook. Suppose say if I give a list of like 2000 paid customers, or a 2000 list of customers that I have, then it becomes easier for Facebook to find the similar kind of audience. But if I give a very less amount of data to Facebook, then the Facebook algorithm will not be able to find the similar kind of attribute that the existing customer that I have. So the larger amount of data that you give to Facebook will be able to provide a customer list which will be more relevant, which will be matching most of the attributes that I have, that the existing customer list that I have. And you have to give a minimum list of 100 people to Facebook to go ahead and create a lookalike audience. So if you are giving a list of less than 100, then Facebook will not be able to create a lookalike audience. And the second thing that you have to take care, or that you have to keep in mind, is that whenever you are creating a lookalike audience, make sure that you create a lookalike of 1 or 2% or max 3%, because most of the time people think that if I go ahead and create a lookalike of 10% of a lookalike of my existing audience, then I will get a larger audience to target. That's absolutely true. But what happens is that when you select a 10% of your lookalike of your existing audience, then the attributes doesn't matches. Though Facebook will be able to give you a lookalike audience, but that lookalike audience will be very vague. So they may not be your right customer to target. So, but when you select a lesser percentage of a lookalike for your existing audience, then the data that Facebook provides is much more accurate. So chances of those audience getting converted is much more than as compared to a 10% of a lookalike. So these two things you have to keep in mind. One is, let me just repeat, one is larger amount of data to Facebook to create a lookalike, and second, 1, 2 or 3% of lookalike audience of your existing customer. So I'll show you there are a few hacks which I'll be showing you within my system, like how you can use that to get a good amount of result from your Facebook lookalike audience. So let me just dive into my system and let me show you how to do that. So friends, right now I'm in my Facebook ads manager page, and I'll show you how to go ahead and create a lookalike audience, and how you can also I'll show you how you can use that hack which I'll be talking about in this video, so that you get maximum out of your lookalike audience. So to create a lookalike audience, first of all you have to go to an option called audience. So once you click on audience, this is the page that you'll be getting, and over here you can see create audience option is there. So what you have to do is that you have to click on this drop down menu, and it will give you the option to create a lookalike audience. So you can see what exactly Facebook is saying about lookalike audience is reach new people who are similar to audience you already care about. So you can create a lookalike audience based on people who like your page, conversion pixel, or any of your existing customer audience. So you have the option wherein you can create a lookalike audience for the page, for a page that you have and people have already interacted with your page, or if you have already installed Pixel, then on the basis of Pixel also you can create a lookalike audience, and also if you have an existing custom audience or a list of customer that you have already, then you can create a lookalike of that audience as well. So in this case, what we will do is that like we will go ahead and like create a lookalike. If you click on lookalike audience, it will give you this particular option. 3 options are there. You have to select to create a lookalike audience. So the first option is, it says select your lookalike source. So what is the source, from what is the seed data or the source data from which you want to create a lookalike. So if you go ahead and hover your cursor on this option, then it says that the source you select will be used to find people who share similar traits. Okay, so the people who are already in your list who have similar attributes, Facebook will be able to find a similar kind of audience for your lookalike. So there are if I go ahead and select on this box, it will give you 2 options. One is value based sources, other is other sources. So what is value based sources? It is nothing but on the basis of your pixel, on the basis of your instant article if you have, or any offline event that you have already created, on the basis of that you can create a lookalike. And the other sources, if you come here, go ahead and like click here, it will give you the audience that you have already have with you. So over here, in my case, I have created an Indian audience remarketing. So this is a custom audience which I created. I go ahead and click over here, and the first hack that will be telling you about, that I told you earlier, is that most of the time what happens when we have a audience already, existing audience, we should try to select an audience of the same country. Because what happens, suppose say if I have an audience of business person, or 500 list of people who are business people and of India, and if I want to create a similar audience, a lookalike audience of business people in US, then the qualities of the attribute of the business people in US as compared to India may not matches, but still you will get a lookalike of that from Facebook, but the attribute may not match. So always make sure that you select the same country or that you have already have a existing list of customers. This is the first hack that I wanted to tell you. So in my case, I'll select India. So let me go ahead and select it. Then once I have done that, then the second part which comes is that which I was talking about previously, whether you want to select 1%, 2%, 3%, or you want to go till 10%. So if you are selecting 10%, then the data or the lookalike audience that Facebook will be giving you would be very vague, because the attribute would be not matching. Most of the attribute would not be matching with what you have with your existing audience. So you can see like 33.8 million, so that like it's almost 3 crores of people. So definitely the attribute or the similarity that of your existing customer will not match. So you can go ahead and select 1 or 2 or 3. That many people means that percentage you can select, so that the audience that you'll be getting would be much more similar to what you have already. So you have the option, you can create of 1%, you can click on create audience, and it will create, let me show you. So you can see it is creating a lookalike audience. It is already created a lookalike 1% Indian audience in marketing. And if you want to create a 2%, you can go again here, click on lookalike audience, and over here other sources, Indian audience, then go ahead and select India and go down, and you can select 2% and create audience. So it has created a 2% of a lookalike audience of this existing one that I have. So similarly, you can go ahead and do it for 2%, 3%, or whatever percentage that you want to create. So if I go ahead and create a lookalike, and you can select 3%, and again click on create audience, and it will create a 3% of the lookalike that you have already have. So there is one more option which I'll be showing you within this lookalike audience creation. That is, you have the option wherein over here you can create a number of lookalike audience at one. By clicking off, you can create 3 audience. See, you can create 1, 2, 3, and it is new lookalike 1%, 1% of 2%, 2% of 3%. So if you go ahead and click on create, it will immediately create it rather than you selecting each and every time. So this way you can create an audience. Now once this lookalike audience is created, what you can do is that you can go here, go to that 1% of lookalike audience, and it will show you. You don't have to. The second hack that I'll be telling you over here is that you don't have to change anything. So if you start selecting or changing any other details over here, what happens is that it becomes a normal ad that you go ahead and like create. So if I go ahead and click on edit lookalike audience, it is already there. You can add a description to it, and you can select it. In my case, I'll keep it as Indian audience remarketing, and you can create a start date and an end date, and then you can come down. Okay, action, create an ad. So once I create ad, it will load up the next page. See over here, this is very important. So over here you have to, suppose in my case I want to select the objective as traffic. So I selected traffic, then I click on continue. Then once I click on continue, so your lookalike audience will be over here. See, you can see here the lookalike audience of 1% audience remarketing. The second hack that I wanted to tell you is that you should never ever go ahead and like change the targeting. If I go ahead and like change the targeting, then whatever lookalike audience that I have created over here, that will be absolutely irrelevant. So you should not go ahead and edit the targeting that you have already done, because if you go ahead and select the targeting or change the targeting, this lookalike audience that we have created, it will be absolutely irrelevant. So don't make any changes. This is something like most of the people do, and this is something very important that you have to keep in mind while creating a lookalike audience. So never ever make any changes to the targeting, because the targeting is already done in this particular lookalike audience that we have created. So once you select this, then go ahead and like select your placement, select your optimization. If you want a link clicks, then select it, then select your budget and click on continue. Excuse me. Click on continue, and once you do that, and after that you can give your pictures or videos, and you can write your copy over there, and you can go ahead and select the placement, then click on confirm, and once it is done, your lookalike audiences will be created. So as I said, these are the things that I told you while creating a lookalike audience you have to take care of. The first thing is that you give a good amount of data to Facebook to create an exact or a similar kind of lookalike audience, and second is that select the minimum percentage of lookalike audience, so that the audience that Facebook will be giving you would be very much matching to what you have with the existing audience that you have. So that's it. I wanted to discuss about lookalike audience features in this video. I hope this video was helpful to all of you guys. If you feel like this was helpful, then please like and share the video, and thank you very much for watching it. Have a great day. Bye bye.